nosedive. I just did it.
Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I am Knight in Phoenix, and I am with my brother Grey Ghost in Phoenix, and we are doing bush trips. We just finished Balkans last weekend, so we're starting a new one here, and we're going to call this one Patagonia. You can call it the Patagonia region of South America, so that's what we're going to call this, Patagonia. The airplane is a Cub Crafter X Cub. My understanding is this is like a $500,000 plane, all carbon fiber and maxed out with electronics and stuff like that. But it's a tail dragger. The last tail dragger we did, which was another Cub, Savage Cub actually, in the Bush Trip game. If you hit the brakes, you would nosedive and crash. No, you're on the ground. Grego said he just tested it. It face planted him. So there appears to be a bug with tail draggers in the Bush Trip portion of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're pretty sure we know how to land and stop without using the brakes, but so we're going to go ahead and hit start here, get this thing loading up. And what are we starting here at? Is that Z00T?
Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't join a group.
Oh,
but,
I can do it here, I think.
yeah.
Okay, so it's ready to fly. Looks like I am backing up.
Yeah, mine backed up a little bit too automatically.
Take a look on the outside. Yep. Somebody's plane flashed right in front of me, so maybe you.
Yeah, it might be.
All right, let me.
Yep, you just flashed in on me.
Okay, Grey Ghost. Invite the group. You've created a new group. Group invitation sent.
Yep.
Grey Ghost has joined your group. No, still have no idea what joining a group does, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll get rid of that notification, and then we will resume the game. So should I do a test break?
Yeah, see if it does to yours.
I'll just have to restart, right? Which is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some throttle going there. Throttle is cut. It's weird, isn't it? It's showing me how many knots I'm going here. Alright, so I'm holding the brake. Nope, it worked just fine. But it didn't show how many knots I was going. Let's try this again. Oh, there's 24
As long
knots.
as you're not going fast, it'll work. But I don't know how fast I was going there, but it wasn't very fast. It tried to nosedive, but it came back down.
Yeah, and you hold the left stick back?
No, I didn't.
Okay, try that too. Okay. I think we're probably okay until we're not, I guess.
Right.
So this one's only, what, 31 miles or something? 31.07 nautical miles. So we've got the ISO map up. And so use the nav log. We're going from, we call it Zoot, but I think it's Z00T to SAWL. Okay. And it looks like it's avoiding most terrain, so we probably don't have to climb that high.
Yeah.
By default, my altitude is already set to 10,000 feet. I'm at 282 feet. I don't want to go that high. I'm going to go to 2,000, so I'm going to go into the cockpit. Control one? Yeah, control one. Let's get rid of those. I'm going to set the altitude. I've never used this GPS system before, so let me see. I've got knobs here, but they're not telling me what they are. That's a heading. Okay, altitude is the outside. Yep. I should be able to go by more than 100 at a time. Maybe not. Okay, so we got my altitude head set for 3,000 feet instead of 10,000. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, I'm looking back down the runway. It looks like we have one notch of flaps engaged here. Oh, my trim's already at 26%.
Yeah, I knocked mine back down to 5%. I don't know why it was at 26, but see what happens at 5.
Mm-hmm. It's been a little bit of a breeze here because my plane's rocking.
Yeah. Yeah, and when I first did that first test run, my tail went all the way to the right. So that throws the test flight I did with the Cessna going straight down the runway right out the window.
Okay. All right, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Hopefully I have enough runway. Okay, throttling up. Well, it really wants to turn left.
Yeah. Real bad.
Getting rid of those flaps. You need to be turning to the right. Out a little bit here. Go inside to the cockpit, see if we can figure this out real quick. Okay, there's nav mode is on. Autopilot is on. Alright, so my co-pilot window just came up. I thought we disabled that.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, mine hasn't come up. Oh, it just did. I'll be damned.
Okay, so you are flying a CC-19. So I see a Kip Sterling up ahead. He is also in a CC-19, so he's most likely doing the same bush trip. What's your airspeed?
98.
Okay, mine's 81. My trim says 0. My flaps are fully retracted.
Yeah, and I'm still climbing at 800.
Yeah, I'm climbing 700. I set it for 3,000. I'm almost there at 2,800. That's just got to be the difference. I had a more aggressive climb. I'm not sure how though if my trim is showing 0.
Cut my engine back to 77%, see what happens.
Okay, let's see. So we are at close enough to 3,000 feet. Let's take a look and see what we're supposed to be doing here anyway. So, welcome to South America. We're about to tour some of the most remote parts of Patagonia. Once in the air, following the heading southeast over the hills, passing the lake to the east, to the north shore of a vast lake. Am I having a hard time reading this, or is it really poorly written?
Poorly written.
Once in the air, follow the heading southeast over the hills, passing the lake to the east, which we're doing now, to the north shore of the vast lake in the distance, Lago Fagnano. Alright, so I'd say when we get to the north shore of the lake ahead of us, that's where our second heading should be, or our second instruction set should start. And we'll turn and fly to the east.
Rolling to the right a little bit.
What's that?
Rolling to the right a little bit.
What's that? Well, I would say it's probably not your controller.
Nope.
Did you leave the dead zone on the controller?
Yeah, I left everything as it was.
Okay. So yeah, so our next heading will be 102. We're going to turn and fly to the east, over and along the shoreline. Go past a small lake on the shoreline, surrounded by a dense canopy of trees. Continue past and keep heading east. Oh, you know, it's a dense canopy of trees everywhere I look.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. What is your call sign, your tail letters, or whatever you're going to call them?
ASXGS.
Yep, same thing. So I think that may have happened on the first leg of our last bush trip.
I don't know.
This is a short one, 4.57 miles. It looks like we're going to actually turn inland a little bit. So they are flying us over these. Yeah, hard to say. They might fly us along the coast.
I'm still climbing and it's like I'm trying to do everything. I'm a -2 on the trim. Actually at 81% engine.
I'm at 3,000 feet. I'm level. I have trim 0%, flaps 0%. My airspeed is 119. And I am neither climbing or descending.
Maybe I need to set my trims and everything all the back to 0 for this new controller.
But that's what autopilot will do for you. Keep you nice and level where you're supposed to be going. Oh, this is a short one. It's only 3 legs. Or 4 instruction sets. So it's saying number 3, which we are currently on. No, we're not on that one yet. We supposedly... Okay, now we just changed to 77, so we're now on number 3. Eventually you'll find a lagoon right on the shoreline. Okay, I see it. I'm over it right now. And ahead of it a lake, again, right on the shoreline. So we took a heading of 077, and this one is for 12 miles. And after that it's going to be 4.5 miles into the airport. So yeah, so normally on the side there, instead of the ASXGS, you would see NitePHX. So for some reason, it's not recognizing that we have input our own call signs, designations, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what I should be looking for here.
I've been paying attention to it.
And eventually you will find a lagoon right on the shoreline, and ahead of it, a lake. Again, right on the shoreline. You're going to find a lake on the shoreline of a lake. Plus a lagoon somewhere. I thought I passed a lagoon, which put me on 077, which is not right.
Something weird just happened.
Okay.
Flying along, not touching the control, and all of a sudden I banked left. Not a little.
Probably not as bad as I did last week.
No, not that bad, but
Okay.
bad enough that I'm still trying to correct course.
Well, there's definitely a wind. I can see my compass moving. My plane's trying to keep me on course. So my white top arrow, the one pointing down, is to the left of the center maroon arrow pointing up.
Yeah.
So I'm fighting a crossbreeze, obviously. What does that mean? Does that mean it's coming from my left? I want to say it's coming from my left. I don't know. It looks like if I'm steering to the left of the line, then I must have a breeze coming from the left. And I'm trying to cut into the wind. Well, and it is kind of nice scenery, really.
Yeah.
Not much diversity to it, but it's kind of cool. Now, if it's just the way the top of this plane is made or the way the wings are, the angle of attack just looks very aggressive. It looks like it's pointing towards the sky all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be the lagoon that I see up ahead. With a lake ahead of it, possibly.
Yeah, so if you look at the VFR map, when we get to the end of the water, you're going to have your lagoon. It's going to have a finger or whatever sticking out. And pretty much you're going to head straight towards the airport from there. There'll be some water on the left around the airport.
Oh, okay, I see this here, right? Before we actually get to... Oh, I don't know, the first inlet body of water on the northern side of that lake? I don't know, would that be a lagoon? Guess, I mean, my familiarity with a lagoon is Gilligan's Island, right?
Right.
So, I'm going to say pointing towards another lake. Alright, we just changed directions and we're in the final course. Wasn't much of a change. Okay, going 119 knots. Still at 3,000 feet. I think I'm going to start losing and lose 1,000 feet here. Take this down to 2,000. That means I'm going to need to do vertical speed mode, turn it on. Increasing current altitude. I'm not sure how to. There's an up and a down here, but I don't know if there's anything to do. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's a wheel on the right. I can't see it. Okay, increase vertical speed, decrease vertical speed. Okay, minus 300 feet per minute. And I think I see the red one. Look at the yep, that's it. I'm just about on the runway. Yeah, way too high. Okay, I'm turning for some reason, so let's go in the cockpit, turn the autopilot off, come back out. So do you see the airport? Runway?
Yeah, I see it now. Dropping fast.
Yeah, I'm still over 1,800 feet. Yeah, I'm spinning around. I'm going to have to come in the other direction. Some flaps out to try and slow me down. My engine's at 19%, 500 feet. And at full flaps. Still way too fast. Engine is cut completely. I'm going to use a lot of this runway to...
Yeah, I did too.
Oh. Didn't quite... I mean, I already touched down and I bounced, but...
Done.
Got the brakes on full. And she's stopped. Congratulations, leg completed. It wasn't a pretty landing, but I'm on the ground and I can walk away from this one. So, not bad, I guess, for my first landing in this plane. Okay, Patagonia, is that where we're at?
Yeah.
So Patagonia, leg 1 is in the books. We're done. We're going to go on to leg 2. So be sure to look for that video next. See you all then.